He's been on the job for about a week, and he's only under contract for a year. But in a one-on-one interview, Prince George's County's interim superintendent, Sean Joseph, made clear he plans to move aggressively during his time here, however long it is.
I think in a year, if people feel like there are things that we can definitely say were better than they were a year ago, I define that as successful.
Joseph has worked here before, and he says he came back because he saw this as a now or never moment for himself. And he also has confidence that he can address those long-term issues, which include staffing and school safety.
I mean, that was an issue everywhere. I mean, it's parents want to make sure, I'm giving you my most precious commodity, every day. I want to make sure they're okay, and you're being proactive about it. And so I get that. I think another challenge is just the academics. I mean, we've got to make sure our kids are learning, and we've got to answer the question: for kids who come to school every day, are they growing at acceptable rates? If not, why not? If so, how can we grow them faster? How can they get more learning in the time that we have? Where is that happening? Where is it not happening? And we've got to figure out how to scale, again, across 200 schools, which is massive.
Now, as big as the school system is, he also believes there's a lot of successful stories that don't get told here. And he hopes the school system will do a better job of doing that.
African American students in Prince George's County do better than most African American students in the nation. I mean, it's a fact, but it's a fact that's a little known fact. Like people don't put that out there. I think we have to, one, be clear and transparent about where we are. When we screw something up, we need to be honest and say, look, we screwed that up, and this is how we're going to fix it. I think we have to be clear about what our data says, and we've got to be able to explain our data in a way that my mother, who didn't graduate from high school, who worked 3 jobs, could easily understand.
And just because he's the interim guy for now, doesn't mean that he won't move aggressively. In a school system that doesn't always embrace change, he noted he still has his old job waiting for him if he feels it isn't working here or there's too much working against him. His analogy is that he's in the dating stage of the job. You have to date before you put a ring on it. But he did admit he's, quote, definitely a suitor for the full-time gig. Outside the school system headquarters in Upper Marlboro, John Doman, WTOP News.